Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have kind of an unusual video for you. So this video takes place, here's a map, at this little pin location north of Amman. And so basically, we were driving around in the countryside, and the countryside looks like this. Very, very beautiful. And I was just driving around trying to find where we would go next. And I found this little river at the end of the road. And so this is like way, way deep in the countryside. And so I thought it was a nice, beautiful place. Maybe we could go swimming in this river. It was kind of strong, but, and so as we were sitting there and we're looking around at all of the beautiful scene and everything, then I saw what I thought was like a rock, and the rock started moving. And so as I got closer, then I found it was actually an abandoned puppy. And this little puppy then was basically just laying in the water, and it was clinging to the end of life. And so as I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it, there was a lot of things that were wrong with it. As you'll see in this video, as it keeps basically explaining, it had like ticks all over the place, it had maggots in its eyes and all this kind of stuff. And so in the split-second decision then, it was that we have to save this puppy's life. And it created a whole new mission. And so I'm not going to explain too much because I'll just let the video kind of go. But basically it's going to start off with some Snapchat footage, actually, some phone footage from my friend Lisa. That's the British accent that you're hearing. So she was taking along with us. And so you'll see as we kind of discover the process of what's going on, and then later it actually gets to my GoPro, where we're in whereas we're getting towards Amman and we're trying to figure out a solution for this puppy. So without any further ado, here's the phone footage, and then I'll turn into GoPro.
Oh, it's really... Oh no. Oh, it's like dying. Oh, hey.
How is he going to survive out here? Baby.
That's someone his mom's gonna do.
So what can you do?
Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come here.
Come on, let's go home.
Come here.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, I think he can't. He's too, I think he'll be okay.
Okay, yeah, it's much better. Much better.
Well, let's... Oh. Oh. Oh, he's okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A different video than usual. So we're a little bit north of Amman, and we drove way into the valley to come for a swim over here. And as we were all chatting and everything, then Shubham was calling me over. Brayden, come over, because there was a little puppy stuck over there, and he was just curled up. He was just curled up next to the river, and he's in a pretty desperate state. So he was half laying in the water just to stay cool, but flies buzzing all around him, and I'm assuming it's a him. But so we're picking him up, and I'll show you the other side of his face later on. But he's not in such a hot position. So his right eye, he's missing his eyeball, or his eyeball is eaten away. That's as I was trying to figure out what's up with him, that there's just a whole bunch of maggots inside his eyeball. Inside his ear, he's got something wrong with it, some blister or of some sort, or some tumor. And then, yeah, like I said, just flies buzzing all around him, some ticks sticking out of his head. So I think we couldn't leave him here to die. Something seems wrong with that. So we're gonna go bring him up to Amman to go see if we can find a rescue hospital or some kind of vet or something, because it's pretty obvious he's just gonna die here because there's nobody else here. Nobody else comes down here. So okay, I'll give you that. you see all of these big bugs that are stuck all over him. It's not a very good situation. So I'll drive. I'll let you explain where we're at.
Alright, see the goods condition. It's sitting like oh my god, his eyes. Feel like I don't think so. He's in surviving condition right now.
I don't think he is either. He's not looking very good.
I called every single rescue shelter and messaged them. Can you get out with me? Sorry? Yeah, he's waking up. There was...
Probably the best sleep he's had in a very long time.
Oh, I had another one of those nasty bugs on.
Yeah?
Oh, it was here, yeah.
Can you see it? Let's start looking again.
It's okay,
Oh.
Zachie.
Can you see it? This is 10, right?
Oh yeah, here.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we gotta wash this.
Mission accomplished.
I'm pretty sure all kinds of everything off of it. Okay, open up the back. We'll throw all this stuff in there. But mission accomplished. We saved Zachie, who turns out Zachie is actually a girl. But I don't know what a good feminine name is. Things were not looking very good because when we got over, so when we decided to pick her up, that we also knew that if we take her into the city, then we have to pretty much take care of her. We need to find a solution because if she dies en route, then you can't just really show up with a dead dog in the middle of nowhere or in the middle of a city. So so I stopped at a few different village houses before we left. I was just trying to explain to them over Google Translate that you know, we found a lost puppy. Is anybody looking for a lost puppy? And no. People said actually different things. We talked to three different households. In the first household, they said, "Do what's righteous. It's a wild animal," and he was pointing back to where we came from. So I think he meant to go bring it back. And then I went further down to the next house. Some two guys working on a water line. And they said maybe go farther into the village, go back to where we came from, and then lastly stopped at one final place of three guys that were loading up a horse, and I was figuring, okay, maybe if they have animals, you know, then they might know what to do. And these guys said that they kind of said, okay, we don't know anybody that's looking. But they did offer to have tea, asked if we want to have tea, and we said no. I said no, I'm la, which means no in Arabic, no, because I'm on an emergency mission. I'm trying to figure out as we were going, and calling people, calling centers here, calling vets, and we were able to get hold of one person, the person that you just saw, and she said, yeah, she's going to take it right to the vet right now, and they're going to try to save it, so she'll keep us updated. But it's good to know that Zachie doesn't have to die. Zachie, I don't know if there's a female version of Zach. The reason we named Zach is that's the river. That's the name of the river where we're at. That's the Zaka River or something. So, but we'll keep in touch with them, see what happens. So it's up to God now. It's up to God. Okay, so then these are the Instagram posts that rescue organization made, and we are still texting them to stay updated. But this first one basically says that this is a 1-month-old puppy that was found by some nice tourists. They rushed her to me, thankfully. And like I said in the video, she has maggots in her eyes. She's very young, and please pray for her. And as the day kept going, they kept updating. The next one says, that she's a fighter. They got all the maggots out of her eyes. Her eye is completely damaged, but they got all the ticks, and her eyelids and gums and all this have lots of problems. But she's eating well. I'm sure she hadn't eaten in many days, so it seems like she's getting better. Shubham and I did agree that if this puppy did survive, we were actually fighting over who would get to adopt it. Because honestly, if this puppy turned out well and everything, that I will adopt this puppy because it really needs love, it needs care, and that's something that I can do, and my family as well. My family has 3 dogs, and I think they're so special, especially one like this. This puppy really deserves a good family and a good life after everything I went through. Unfortunately, it took a different turn about a day or 2 later, and as you can see with this next Instagram post, that they're saddened that she didn't make it. She passed away. Her young age couldn't handle it. We had huge plans for her. All of us, we had huge plans for her. And they did give her a new name. They named her Rosie. Like I said, we named her Zachie. At first, I thought it was a boy, so we named it Zach because the river is called the Zarka River. But it is sad. Yeah, they hugged her, kissed her, and before her body gave up, and it never gets easier. And I guess that does end up to be true. So we were all very heartbroken to hear that she ended up passing away, but she had been through a lot and everything, it's really sad. It's really sad because I really cared for this puppy. So like I said, I'm sorry it doesn't have the happy ending, with a nice rainbow and the unicorns and all this kind of stuff, but I was glad that we could do something to make the end of her life a little bit better than everything that she went through. So